What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back with another Chris Watts video. Now, this one was a little of a more head scratcher because I had never really even thought about why the toilet bowl didn't have water in it. Normally, like my grandmother's house, when she had no water in her toilet bowl, it's because they weren't using it. It dried up, it just didn't get used. But again, there was no toilet water in one of the bathrooms. Is this something that could be looked at? Who knows? But there are also the whole pillowcases, why the bed sheets, the pillowcases, all that stuff was in the trash. Why was it in the trash? Why didn't they use this? It's very puzzling. So we're going to be taking a look at Jim Neva again. A lot of you guys have been sending this video saying I need to watch this Jim Neva episode. So we're going to watch it, react to it, and put our commentary on it to see if I agree, disagree, if you guys agree, disagree, whatever have you. We're going to take a look. So grab a chair, get comfortable. Don't forget to subscribe on my channel by hitting that white bar icon down the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that I've posted that video. You guys can watch, comment, like, and share, and subscribe. All the above. I can't thank you guys enough. Keep doing what you guys are doing. Also, check out Geneva. Jim Neva. She's on her way to 100K as well. Like to see another channel go to 100K. Definitely go give her some love. Subscribe, comment, like, and share. And with that being said, let's get into the video. But before we get any further, there's a couple other videos and evidence that I would like to look at. One of them being Shanann's office. That woman kept things mint. Like, if you look at the whole house, it was in mint condition. The girls' room, the basement, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room, the front common area, the upstairs bedroom. Like, everything had a place. Everything was clean. Everything was mint condition. But when you go over to Shanann's room, after she had gone missing, that room was destroyed. Okay, that might be hypothetically thinking a little too much or stating it was destroyed. It was ransacked. Like, somebody looked like they were looking for something. Her closet was a little bit of a disarray with shoes, toys for the girls, and obviously things. It just didn't look like Shanann was in there recently. I would like to look at that as an option of more evidence to look at. Another one would be the basement, obviously looking at more in depth on the basement, looking at the bed and so forth. I know it's been done, it's been redone how many different times, but what is it going to hurt to take a look at it? The garage has definitely information and stuff to look at. The car, the Lexus that she had, why did Chris go in there right away? These are little things that I would like to make videos about, and I'm wondering if you guys would like them. If you guys would, comment down below, #investigate evidence. Okay? With that being said, let's get into the video.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
So I'm starting to gather some of the photos from the evidence to show you guys some facts that nobody else has shown yet or possibly seen yet in these photos. So I'm going to be having about 10 to 20 different videos coming out on all of these evidence videos. Each one is going to be organized around its own topic.
Oh, okay.
So this first video is going to be about what was found in the kitchen trash can at the Watts house, the findings of what was on those things that was in the trash can, my demonstration of showing you guys what made me think that this is the way it had happened and why these things were on here.
Okay.
This will also prove...
See, like, this stuff, like, there's some things like, did he smother her with a pillow? No, because it was more of this area. I gotta watch what I say, too, just make sure that I don't say anything bad that YouTube doesn't want as well. But what would be the reason for him throwing these away? There's obviously stains on them. There's obviously some markings. Could be fingerprints, could be not. Why would he throw these away? I have no idea why he would try to do this. Because he did the S word to her area. Didn't do this. So why would he have to do this? Throw them away.
That one, if not both girls' lives were taken by their father in that house that night. And I'm talking about August 12th, not the 13th. So let's get started.
Okay.
Now I want to start with where Nicole had told the agents that Chris had told her that he had to wash the sheets. And this is the children's sheets.
He also did state that he hated cleaning. That there's no reason for him to also clean because Shanann had everything mint and clean. So why would he have to do this? To clear out tracks and cover his back?
And she thought that was a little odd, or suspicious, as this says. And he said he needed to wash them because they smelled. And if you remember in the interview, she was wondering why it would smell because he always kept the house so clean. So let's keep this in mind as I'm running through my details on this video. Now, these are the pictures that were taken from the discovery of the pillowcases that were in.
Does that not look like dirt? Did he take these out to survey 319? Because this looks like dirt.
It has some very weird markings, so I decided to zoom in and darken the entire photo.
Wow, okay. It looks like dirt. Like, what would that be? Is this like a nose? Mouth? I don't know.
Now with it darkened, you can see the outlines a lot better. So you can better understand my theory on what I think this was.
I hear your theory, girl. I just don't know why he would...
Now this one is just zoomed.
But there's no dirt in the home. So where did this come from? Survey 319? Out back? No, not the basement, because the basement wasn't completely fit, but I don't know.
Zoomed in, I did not darken the colors on this one, but you can see to the left there, the shiny piece of glitter. And in the middle of that triangle looking area, you can actually see an eyelash right there. Now here it is darkened, you can still see the glitter and you can still see that eyelash.
Right here.
And they did state in the discovery that there was glitter and residue. So in the discovery, it states, I was present for only the initial part of the search as I was called back to the police department to address a separate issue. Prior to leaving the residence, I was able to observe the discovery of the bed sheets that were located in the kitchen trash can. As the bed sheets were removed from the trash can, I noticed the bottom fitted sheet was missing. And
so if they saw this right away, why didn't they put Chris on a 72-hour hold? They're like, oh, we don't have enough evidence. We're just going to let him go for right now. You had pillowcases and sheets in the trash can. That doesn't go red flag. I'm going to have to buy a red flag. Like, red flag, hello? That's already showing cover up.
And at least one pillowcase had some type of dark residue upon it. This residue contained what appeared to be glitter. So now here is another close-up of one of the pillows.
So probably Shanann had some glitter on her face. Women do it. They put some glitter on their eyes and their eyelashes and their shadow and stuff like that. You see an eyelash right here.
Pillowcases. And this is the same photo that is darkened, and you can see it looks like there's another piece of glitter there and another eyelash. So now we've seen 2 pieces of glitter and 2 eyelashes. Now I zoomed in on this photo and brought it to the bottom right. And here, it looks like there might be one.
So did we DNA test this? Did we put these eyelashes and find out that they're Shanann's? Find out that they're somebody else's? What about the dirt? What is all this stuff up here? Like, why can't we know what that is?
2, 3 more eyelashes. Now my theory on these pieces of glitter and eyelashes.
Does this not look like a mouth? Right here? Like the pillow is right like this? Is that, am I looking too far into that?
Remember when Chris said in his interview that all he can...
And then this right here, this line right here where you see my mouse, down to here is the nose area. Maybe I'm looking too
remember, or I'm sorry, this was the book, Letters from Christopher, that he had said that all he can remember was the mascara running down her face. So obviously she didn't take off her makeup before she laid down in bed. So I think it's a big possibility that every story he's told has just been a lie after a lie. I think we all know that. And being the coward that he is, I don't think he killed her face to face. And with these eyelashes here on a pillowcase proves that point. Let's say, for example,
There's been times and times again that I've been thinking that maybe he came behind her, because there's no way in God's green earth that this woman would have not thought to protect herself and to know that she needed to protect her daughters. And you can't tell me she didn't try to fight. That's why we see some like marks on Chris's neck or whatever. We don't know if those are from Bella, because Bella put up a fight. We don't know if they're Shanann, because he said Shanann just kind of sat there. Who's going to sit there and just take being lies? So maybe he was behind her, got her like this. I mean, it's just dumbfounded to even think about that. He would sit there and say that she would not fight back, or she did not fight back. That's malarkey.
He was telling a semi-truth by her being slightly on her stomach, being pregnant. I don't know, that'd be hard. But then again, he didn't want the baby, so he could have flipped her onto her stomach or whatever. I don't believe she did that on her own. Anyways, so I think that he grabbed her from behind and
just said that.
Obviously, that means her face would be in the pillow. And if she had her makeup on, obviously her face might be...
That could be her face, like right there.
Flashing back and forth as he's killing her.
Why is it dirty?
Therefore, eyelashes, glitter, makeup will be coming off.
That's not foundation.
Now, as far as the residue goes, I do not believe that this is makeup. And I've done the demonstration to try to prove my theories to you guys, which would make sense. Now, I used one of my son's old teddy bears that he does not play with to do this demonstration. Then I also took an old pillowcase that we don't use anymore as well. I placed the bear on the corner of the pillowcase on where those markings were that I just showed you. I actually made these pictures like months and months ago. I'm just now getting around to making these videos. So my new thought came to mind that this was not Shanann's body. I know I have here, but this was months ago. I believe 100% that this was Celeste or Bella, and I'll show you why in a minute. Now, this was my idea and theory that I had. So let's just say you have just killed someone and you know that body is about to release these gases that push out the extremities. So the body is about to defecate. And Chris obviously did not want to make a mess, so he tried to cover it up in the pillowcase. Just an FYI, I did use Nutella for this demonstration. That way I can mimic the evidence of the hollow area that was on this pillowcase. So what I did was I just placed some Nutella on the butt of the bear, because obviously that's where it would come out of. And then I had put the pillowcase over the bear's legs. That way I could push down and it would leave the imprint mark as the other pillowcase.
So we're talking about the legs? Oh.
And this is the print that it left. As you can see, there was an opening hole where the legs were open. That's what I was shooting for. And obviously that bear does not have a human butt, so there's no creases that go around, and I'll show you that in just a second.
I see where she's trying to get at, that the pillowcase was...
Now I want you to look at this photo really, really good. Look to the left. Do you see how there's like little bubbles? And then there's brown around those bubbles? This is the demonstration on what I see. This is an outline of a child's hand. A child that has died and has defecated. At home, keep in mind. Now on this arrowhead, it is 8 centimeters long. That handprint is 8 centimeters.
Did they test that?
Let me give you a better example. My youngest son is 6 years old. So I asked him to give me his hand. And I measured his hand 8 centimeters at 6 years old. Bella and Celeste were 3 and 4. Obviously, this was not Chris's hand. This was not Shanann's hand. So if this poor baby girl was wrapped up in a pillowcase after her father did this to her, and he wanted it to hold still, so he put the pillowcase under her butt and then possibly folded it over and put her hand on top of that area. And that's why there's an imprint around her hand, because her hand was laying down. So whatever goes around the hand is going to make the imprint. And that's the brown residue. So now that that's done, how is Chris supposed to clean this up? What is he going to do with that stuff that's in the pillowcase? Where do you think he did this at? Where do you think her body was left at? In her bed? Where he killed her? And obviously, that goes down a toilet, right? Let's see if you guys remember this.
Make a mess. Water in the toilet. Water in the toilet. Water in the toilet.
Rest or whatever. So look in the bottom of the stool there. Do you suppose that's rust and deposit or
No water.
some kind of sediment?
Did you hear what she said?
Some kind of sediment.
It looks like sediment
Okay.
because there's layers.
Okay.
There's
Just 'cause I
sediment
know
in there.
what's happened, you know.
So something's in there.
There's no water in this toilet.
Oh, really?
Nope.
Did he flush it and then turn off the water?
The toilet's dry.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's so weird.
There's water in the tank.
Let me hook this back up. Yep.
There's water in there.
There's water.
We flushed whatever was down there, turned off the water, and then let it sit.
Suck the water out.
Why?
Flush it just dry.
What did you flush down there? Gloves?
There's no water in this toilet.
Oh, really?
There's no water in this toilet.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, that is one of the evidence that Chris was trying to get away with. If he would have got away with this murder, he flushed part of it down the toilet. And that's why he turned that water off after he flushed it down. Now, the only physical way for you to have no water in the bowl, but have water in the tank, is if you turn the valve on the toilet, you flush twice. When you flush the second time, the water in the top tank won't come down into the bowl. So that's what he did here, to try and get rid of that evidence of his darling daughter. So now that you have seen my theory that at least one of the girls were gone at the house, I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, what about the shadows on the driveway? That's fine. There was only one shadow. So let's say it was Celeste and Bella was still alive or came back to life, like Chris says. But one of them were definitely gone before that truck ride. I mean, you can't deny that handprint. And about the 8 centimeters butt print as well. That's clear evidence.
What the flip?
Now I'm going to show you guys the timeline in which Chris had plenty of time that night of the 12th to do this to his daughters. So Shanann had sent him, asking him to send him pictures of the girls that she missed them. And this was 10:32 in the morning, and these are the pictures that he sent to Shanann. Roughly 18 hours before their murders, Watts took one of the last images of Celeste in life. He sent this and one of Bella taken at the same time to Shanann. Now here at 7:46 at night on the 12th, 7 o'clock is usually, I believe, around their bedtime, and Shanann is asking for more pictures of her girls. So obviously at that time, if she wanted a photo of her girls, he should take a picture of them in their beds, correct? So why did Watts resend the images from earlier in the day at the dinner table that morning that I just showed you? So he added those two again, he sent her, and then he added this picture, which was also Bella's last known photograph in life at that birthday party they went to on the 12th. So he didn't even send her new photos. He sent her, 1, photos he had already sent her, and then 2, an older photo from the day before. She wanted to see them now in bed. Why didn't he send those? Is it because he already ended their lives? So let's take a look at his timeline of that eventful, fateful night. So this is the timeline broken down here at 2:46. He talked to Ronnie. An hour and 10 minutes later, Shanann asked if the girls had fun at the party. Watts said they were still there and they were having fun. Shanann replied, good, I'm glad, okay, love you. And Watts did not respond. An hour later, he's obviously at his house at this point, almost 5 o'clock in the evening, he's Googling a volcano. Now at the top here, I added the last time frame at 16:56 when he was actively searching for this volcano. 10 minutes after that, at 5:06 p.m., starts his premeditation, telling his coworker that he was going to go out to Survey 319, where he was going to dispose of his family. 1 minute after that, Watts had called Shanann's mother, Sandy Rusick. 13 minutes after that, his coworker said, I was going to head out there first thing tomorrow morning and check out 319. Did Troy talk to you about what I had found out there Friday afternoon? 3 minutes later, Watts answered, yep, I was standing right next to him. Laugh out loud. I was giving him the fire stick to look at. I can go out there, though. No sense in both of us going out there. Laugh out loud. 3 minutes after that, Watts had Googled for the Dead Sea Scrolls. 43 minutes after that, at 6:09 at night, Roberts responded, all right, sounds good, man. I appreciate it. I think I still have a couple conies left out there. I can let you know in the morning and let me know if you find anything at 319. If not, we may pressure test the BP line and see if it's leaking underground. So that was a big time span, 43 minutes of no activity between Watts. Another 45 minutes goes by at 6:44 p.m. A photo was created in his image file documenting the temperature setting in the refrigerator. Now, I'm just going to throw this out here. I was told, I believe it was yesterday or today, that there was a theory going around that the whole refrigerator temperature setting, seeing how cold it was a symbol that Chris probably had and kept to himself or to other people that were involved in this case, that the girls had passed, that their bodies were cold. This was a symbol. I'm not sure if that's true. And also the whole 4 chicken breasts on the barbecue grill, that was stating that the 4 bodies, the 4 people were dead. But at this time specifically, they weren't. Shanann wasn't even home yet at this time. So, or it could be of what was to come in the future, like the doll photo that he sent to Shanann. So 3 minutes after taking that photo of the temperature setting in the fridge, he took the photo of the 4 chicken breasts on the grill that he was cooking, which also throws everyone in a loop that even if the girls were there eating chicken with them, even though it said somewhere in the discovery that he gave them cold pizza again because they like cold pizza. So they had already ate. It's almost their dinner time. Why is he cooking 4 chicken breasts? Were there other people over there that night? It really makes you wonder, huh?
She literally said not at that time, but that he made her chicken and carrots. Could that be this time? I have no idea.
Point on that in just a second. So back to what I was talking about earlier. Now we're at 59 minutes away from that cooking chicken on the grill. 7:46 p.m. past their bedtime. They should be sleeping. This is when Shanann asked for the pictures of her girls, probably while they were sleeping. And he just said that Bella just got back in bed. So instead of taking pictures of them in their beds and send it to Shanann, he ended up sending her pictures from that morning, the same pictures that he sent her at the dinner table, eating cold pizza for breakfast. Or who knows, maybe it was a snack or a lunch. I mean, depending on what time they get up and then what time they went down for their nap before they went to the party. So as I just displayed, he's had a lot of time to himself to where he could have taken their lives. Therefore, he wouldn't be able to send Shanann recent photos of them in their beds because it would not look very pretty. And his plan would implode. So back to question with the 4 chicken breasts. This is just speculation, of course. So on that 12th, the same day I've been speaking about during this entire video, that morning at 8:46, for 30 minutes, they spoke on the phone.
Yep.
It looks like she called Chris. And I can only imagine what the girls were thinking as he's talking, probably all lovey-dovey to NK on the phone. I wonder if the girls were thinking to themselves or asking Daddy, who is that on the phone? Is that Mommy? And if he told them otherwise or not. Anyway, so they spoke at 8:46 in the morning, and then the next time they spoke was at that long phone call at 9:28 p.m. So there's this whole gap. Like supposedly she said she was with her family all day at some, what they say it was a museum or something they went to in her interview. But what about the night? Where was she at night? Where are the text messages from them back and forth? Were there text messages? If there was no phone communication between Chris and NK during this time that the girls were at the house that night and he was cooking 4 freaking chicken breasts on the grill, then where could she have been? They didn't put anywhere here in the discovery that he had even talked to Nikki at that point during all those other activities that they placed that I just showed you, and she has no phone activity during that time. I'm just saying. And if there were text messages between them, why didn't they state that in the discovery? Why haven't they shown us all the text messages?
Why
we don't need all the dirty
everything
pictures,
in there?
but at least the communication. I mean, that's suspicious, isn't it? That they're not showing that during that very important time frame. And then all of a sudden, she pings that morning in that same area when she never did that throughout her entire phone log activity, that video that I made on. So that about wraps up this video.
Wow.
I hope you guys enjoyed my theory and let me know your thoughts on this video.
Really makes you think. What do you guys think when it comes to this? Do you think that possibly one of the children were gone before they left? Because we did see one shadow underneath the truck. But what about the toilet? Why was it empty? Why was there sediment in it? Like, my mind is blown right now. I've never even watched this until now. You guys told me to watch it, and holy crap. I'm going to think about this and try to put it together. But I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think and your theories and your inquiries. Please make them sure that they're respectful, that they are not bullying to other people, and they're not negative. Okay? I thank you guys very much for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Go and subscribe to Geneva as well. Put on a great presentation for us to watch and react to. Again, I thank you very much for being here. Please take care, be safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys next time.